My favorite one is the home line. They give you a home phone, like a landline at your house. I said home line.
I got a landline once. I never hooked it up. It stood in the box for the 3 years I had service with this company.
Yo, all you get is telemarketers that call you. It's the craziest shit. That's
all I get is telemarketers calling me now on my cell phone. Like, they found a way. The cell phone was the saving grace. You got away from the telemarketer, but now they're back, baby. All I see now is scam likely.
Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony, here with my co-hosts and friends in the building. Got my dog, DJ D.A.R.E Fresh on the ones and twos.
Mute gang?
What gang? Mute gang?
I don't know what he said. He's a...
Mute.
Okay. Yo, what's up with this man? Also in the building.
Start over.
Nah, we rolling, boy. That was hilarious. Also in the building, the bald one, the great one, Pucho.
What's going on, my brother?
Everything's good besides Doughboy choking his life away. He can't. Gang? This man, terrible. It's not like cost shirt.
I was gonna say I like that shirt. It reminds me of Burger King for some reason. I don't know what about that shirt is reminding me about Burger King. It looks like two burger, like a hamburger, like Lacoste is the patty. I don't know. Something about that. Isn't the Burger King logo like a burger?
Yeah, with like a blue line in between, I think, or some shit like that.
The best fast food that exists in the world, okay? Said no one ever. Burger King is just the absolute worst. Except in the movie The Terminal. You guys watch The Terminal with Tom Hanks? Yo, that guy was buying them Whoppers. Yo, that movie always makes me want to go buy Whoppers.
Same.
Then when you eat it, you're like, ugh.
Why did I buy this Whopper?
And the Whopper's the most sloppiest burger of all fast food restaurants. It's a slop. You will get ketchup on your shirt.
Them Whoppers used to be girthy. You compare Whopper to like a Big Mac, and Big Mac ain't nothing, bro.
Ain't nothing to it.
That Whopper was wide.
I like their
wanted the
Italian chicken sandwich.
From Burger King?
Yeah, that shit was fire.
This man got bad taste. You got bad food taste.
Shit was delish.
You know what Burger King succeeds every time against, other than Chick-fil-A. They succeed in the breakfast menu. Their breakfast, their croissant, which is what they call them, are phenomenal.
Better than McDonald's?
Hell yeah, way better than McDonald's, bro.
I
McDonald's
find it
is
absurd that anybody's going to a fast food place for breakfast. That's
it's just
absurd.
if you had to do a quickie on a
If you
trip
had
or something,
Pooch, where would
if
you
you
go?
had to,
I just don't eat breakfast like that. I think breakfast food is whack.
So much fun.
So I'm just like, why is anybody going out to get breakfast?
Man,
like,
can
I
indulge in
get
the
you go to a
conversation.
restaurant to get breakfast, but it's like you're so fiended out for breakfast, you get a McDonald's sandwich. It's like that just sounds terrible.
No one ever says that. You go to Burger King or Chick-fil-A, the best
What do you
fast
mean?
food
McDonald's
breakfast.
breakfast is like the most popular breakfast in the country.
Suckers. Only suckers think
Suckers.
that. Yeah. I'm
I love
telling
it. You changed the whole argument. Nobody says that. It's the most popular. Now it's only suckers like it.
bro, because all right. Next time I go up there, I'm gonna bring a Burger King breakfast and a McDonald's breakfast sandwich, and I'm telling you, you're gonna like the Burger King breakfast sandwich. It's 100% fact.
Sure, I wasn't speaking
Better than this guy
quality.
with Italian chicken from fucking McDonald's, bro. Like,
He
weird.
said Burger King.
Burger
Burger
King's
King, my
Italian
bad.
chicken sandwich.
Said no one, bro. That's trash. Where do you come up with these food takes? I mean, just as bad as my
I
examples.
remember back in the day, Burger King had a chicken sandwich. Is it the long one that's like on the long bread?
Exactly.
Yeah, that sandwich was decent. I haven't had it since like 2006. Okay, it's been almost 20 years since I had that sandwich. So maybe it ain't good. But I remember back then, Randy. Okay, Randy came home from Burger King one day and he gave me half a sandwich. I was like, "This is incredible! What is this?" So yeah, I remember liking that sandwich.
Out of all people, Randy to come home with a Burger King.
I don't know. I don't know. Randy always used to share food with me all the time. I always appreciate
That's a cool person.
Yeah.
Have you met Randy?
He's like the older dude who used to come around. He always used to bring food, give me donuts, give me half a sandwich, things like that. I always appreciate it.
I don't know Randy. I'm pretty sure I've met Randy. But I don't know him like on a personal level. That doesn't
he's
matter.
a good guy for sure.
He got me into boxing too. I love Randy.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day when I've always liked boxing, so I wouldn't say that he got me into boxing, but he has started going to a boxing gym, and then me and Ray started going to the boxing gym with him. So it's like if he hadn't ever gone to the boxing gym, I don't know how it would have played out that I've ever would have started boxing. So, props to Randy for that one.
That's fire.
Damn, shots to Randy for real. Did you guys have you guys been keeping up with basketball at all?
The play-ins, I saw that Lakers won with the Timberwolves in the overtime. I watched that game at the bar, and everyone was going crazy.
Bunch of Laker fans now. It just makes me sick. Sorry for the Knicks not making it, guys.
The Knicks didn't make it?
Sorry.
Tony doesn't know what he's talking about.
I thought the Knicks were in. Like,
Yeah,
for
what are you
sure.
even talking about, Tony?
We're talking about the play-ins.
I'm trying to say they're non-existent. Even though they're in there, they're non-existent. They ain't gonna do shit.
Tony just didn't
Talking
know what
shit.
he was talking about. He
Oh,
just realized
my God.
Knicks are like 5th seed right now in the East.
They ain't gonna do shit though. Is what I'm getting
That's
at.
fine.
That's
They're
what,
non-existent.
They're gonna do better than the Celtics.
No, they
You'll
won't.
See. You will see.
There's a gambling hotline you need to go see because it sounds like you're trying to
Yeah,
make a
I
bet.
will put money on that. Because if I win, I'll put $10. I'll probably win like $100. It's a horrible bet. It's one of the worst bets you can make. The Knicks are gonna do better than the Celtics is a terrible bet, but I'll take it.
So the reason why I kind of brought up the NBA talk is mostly because of I was just talking to Pucho about it off pod that the Mavs are getting fined $750,000 because they're resting players.
which means they're not letting their stars play.
Pretty much like key players play.
So the games upcoming to these were like really boring or something. I don't get what's the issue.
Well, I don't really know the exact rule. Actually, I'm gonna Google it, but the exact rule is you're not, if the player can play, you can't rest them on purpose. If that makes any sense. I think it doesn't, because you should, like, you can bench players or want to rest them because they're exhausted. Like, I don't think you should get fined for that.
What if they play them for 1 minute? Is that enough?
Nah, I think they'll still try to find you. I mean, I get it from a perspective, right? Like, what they're trying to do is basically like, the NBA is a business. They're trying to make money. Nobody's gonna want to tune into these games if none of the stars are playing.
Yep.
So before the playoffs, when all these teams are trying to rest their players so that they could go into the playoffs with a lot of energy, they're also hurting the NBA because now the games are just not that interesting. So, like, I get it. But I'm just like, let the teams... That sounds like you have a problem in the league. There's probably a different solution to it than fining somebody. You need to change up something so that this isn't a thing. Like, make it so that the last couple games, whoever wins, like, gets home court advantage, or like raise the stakes. Like, do something else. Like, force the teams to want to do this. Don't... I don't know, like that. It just seems silly, and then it's like it ruins all the other stuff. Like the Sixers sat Joel Embiid for like 3 seasons or something absurd like that. Like, they got this guy traded, right, and then they were trying to build a team around this guy. They just had horrible season after horrible season in order to get high draft picks, in order to get more players. So they ended up landing like Ben Simmons with Joel Embiid, with like 1 or 2 other like kind of role players. And that's how the Sixers kind of went from one of the worst teams in the league to being like a good team. And I'm like, what would the resting policy would have been like then? Like maybe that's why they instituted these types of things. I'm just like, these other teams had an advantage of being able to like take advantage of a rule like a non-existent rule. Now there's a rule. It's kind of like, oh, that's kind of whack. Like I don't know.
They call it load management. So what it is almost exactly what Pucho said. During regular season games, they'll rest key players when it comes to like national TV games that they have to like that are coming up before the playoffs or whatever towards the end of the season, like Celtics versus Knicks or something, or Lakers versus Clippers or whatever, big games, and they arrest key players, and then many fans want them to actually participate, to come out, you know, so pretty much for the fans to buy tickets to come out to see LeBron play, but they're gonna just sit them out the whole game.
That's one of the most biggest complaints I've ever heard as a non-sports person, is that a person has gone to a game, but none of the like stars play. And that's what they end up saying. Like, nah, man, LeBron didn't even play that game. It was whack.
Like the biggest one was Kawhi Leonard sat out for most of the fucking season for a weird injury. Never really specify what happened. And that was one of the things that they were like, okay, this is like a load management thing. We need to nip it in the butt. So it's crazy too, though. I mean, I get it though.
He had the one season where he just told the Spurs, like, I'm just not gonna play until you guys trade me. And he just sat for like a season and a half, and they were like, all right, screw it, we're trading this guy. Like,
damn.
Yeah,
I didn't know they were able to do that.
Yeah, I don't really know if they are really able. I don't know if he was getting fined. I don't remember the details. I just know it was a huge thing. He's like one of the best players in the NBA, just refusing to play the game. And I think he might have been like, oh, my back hurts, or like he probably had some BS like excuse like that. But really, it was pretty clear, like, I'm not playing until y'all trade me. And then he went to the Raptors and then won a championship. So I'm sure the Spurs were pissed off. They were like, dude, you could have played for us and done good, you know. I don't know.
They said that teams will be fined at least $100,000 for breaking national TV protocol after it's been investigated and all that.
That's a big, like, this is the main reason.
Yeah. But it happens, though. LeBron did it, you know, for the 21 season, 2020-21 campaign or whatever.
How much do you care about TV?
Well,
if
like
TV if TV just disappeared, like cable and shit like that, and it was just Netflix was left.
I mean, that's all I do now. It's not gonna bother me now. Like, who watches cable now? Regular cable, like old people, like your parents, probably.
How much of NBA is being streamed on like illegal devices instead of like they tried to resist so much that then they had to make their own apps and shit like that you could pay to watch on the apps. It's weird.
Yeah, they do the YouTube. They do the NBA Pass, right?
Now they have places you could watch it online.
Hulu?
Yeah. But I don't know if you remember before, they were like going super hard. No, you can't stream it. No. And it's like, yeah, you can, but you guys don't want to do it.
I don't know what I want. I just know that I don't like how it was before, and I don't like how things are now. Like, before, you had to pay cable, which was like stupid expensive. You know, the only way that it was affordable is to get these ridiculous bundles, and then it wasn't affordable because you just had so many things. And then now it's like, all right, cool. Sign up for my subscription. Now you need 17 subscriptions to see things, and it's like, all right, I'm still paying mad guap. I'm sure if you add up all the $15 subscriptions I got,
Peacock, HBO Max, Netflix, Paramount, fucking Discovery Plus, fucking
my favorite one is
Furry.net XX.
I never heard of that one, but okay. My favorite one is the home line. They give you a home phone, like a landline in your house. I said home line. I said fucking home line.
I got a landline once. I never hooked it up. It stood in the box for the 3 years I had service with this company. I was just like, fuck it.
Can you remember the last time you used one?
A landline? I don't know.
Yo, all you get is telemarketers that call you. It's the craziest shit. That's
All I get is telemarketers calling me now on my cell phone. Like, they found a way. The cell phone was the saving grace. You got away from the telemarketer, but now they're back, baby. All I see now is scam likely. Or like what is
somebody
this?
texting you. Hello, how are you?
Matter of fact, I think the last time I've seen anyone
on
use
WhatsApp,
it,
it'd be crazy. It'd be like, hey Peter, how it's been a long time. I'm like, who's Peter? Like, where are they getting this from? Like delete.
Oh,
that's
man.
hilarious. Nah, I think the last time I've seen anyone use it's Pucho's mom at her house. That's the last time I've ever seen
Cable?
anyone use a house phone.
Oh, a house phone. Like my grandma has a house phone.
Look at this one. I got hit with a scam one, right? From WhatsApp. It says, "Hi, my name is 7888969. We haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't know if you can still remember me, so I sent you a photo of me now. I miss you very much. How have you been recently? I changed to a new WhatsApp account. Hope you can add my WhatsApp. Click here. Word. Click." Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
Like,
there was a guy on my Facebook. We'll just call him. I can't. Yeah, we'll call him Tom. And he would always get catfished. And it was very clear that he was getting catfished to the entire rest of the Facebook. And we would try to warn him. We'd say, Tom, this is not a real person. You're giving all your information to him. He says, no, I love Sophia. She's my wife and she'd never do that to me. And he didn't know who Sophia was. And Sophia was just some dude getting all his information.
damn.
I had
Who's
to
the person's
delete
name?
Tom. I had to delete him.
I wish I
Do I
knew
know
this.
Tom?
You know Tom.
Oh man,
Do
this
I
is
know
awesome.
Tom?
I
You
remember
probably
seeing
know
this.
Tom.
I remember seeing
from middle
this on
school.
Facebook. Somebody getting catfish repeatedly, but I don't remember who it is.
Constantly, it was like 2 or 3 times a year. And it's like,
No.
so much. Yeah.
He'd be looking at all those recommended accounts.
Yeah.
He'd be like, ooh.
Those fresh
Nah,
pages.
bro, I had a friend from junior high school that I don't know why I just like looked for this person randomly, and this dude is like 28. He's dating like a 60-year-old lady, and I'm like, it just looks so bizarre. He's so young and handsome, and I'm like, this is so strange to me. Like, you know. More power to anybody who wants to date outside of the typical age ranges. I ain't hating on nobody. It just seemed bizarre to me, and it felt like a catfish, but in real life. Like, I was seeing the pictures. I wanted to tell him, you're getting catfished, man. But like, you know, I don't know. I had the same feeling, but obviously it makes no sense. He's obviously met her. And I'm just like, what is it? I remember his parents. I'm like, what is his parents must think he is bugging. Like,
yeah, man. I've heard of MILF hunters. I've never heard of GILF hunters. All right. That's a new one. He's a GILF hunter.
GILF hunter's not that bad. I don't think GILF's that bad either.
And they're taking pictures like teenagers, like mad funny poses and and then she just looks so old. I'm like, again, more power to him. I'm not hating. It just seemed bizarre to me. It's so uncommon. I'm just not used to it. I didn't even add them. I was like, this is too weird. I don't want this on my feed. I'm not adding this person.
Would it be more weird if the sexes were reversed?
Of course.
Like if it was a dude,
yeah, of course,
old ass dude,
what a young
versus.
yeah.
I mean, we won't laugh at it. I guess.
If it was a girl that I knew from junior high school, I would find it equally weird. But I think in general, like a sugar daddy is more common than
a sugar
mama or whatever. Like,
how do you feel about the people who say age ain't nothing but a number?
R. Kelly
like
comes to
pedophilia.
mind. R. Kelly just comes to mind. I'm like,
What about
that
the
shit-
older people trying to act younger? What about that? You meet an older person and they're clearly just more energetic than your older person.
I'm not gonna lie. There's an OG triple OG guy. He's old, but he has some swag. He's all over TikTok. I think we've all seen him. Dude be wearing name brand clothing, but be pulling it off. This old guy and his girl and his wife too. They be Montclair's, Supreme, Travis Scott's with bro. I'm like, damn, this dude's got swag for an old guy. Fresh. Do I think he's going out to bars and saying let's hit a chug or whatever the hell you call it? Nah, I don't see that. But it's almost like your mom trying to be cool with your friends.
Oh, it's the worst.
Those are the
I
worst.
grew up with a couple of people I have a few people like that in my family, that the moms are trying to be cool, and I've found it weird since I was a child. I'm like, this is a person who's been stuck in a perpetual midlife crisis for my entire life. I'm like, this is weird. You're best friends with your sons, like that. It just feels strange.
Same thing happened to me. I was 15 or 14. We went to a party where there was going to be alcohol, so everyone was excited that was going. And turns out like his mom was there with us the entire time, drinking with us, and it was just so weird. There were other times where I had people's moms cop me like OEs, like big ass pints of OEs and shit like that, but she wouldn't like start to get fucked up with us. She'd be with the older people in the room, like, you know what I mean? It was never like, we're gonna drink together now. It was super weird in that text. Like,
I know moms that were hanging out like that were like getting ripped. They were smoking with people all time, just chilling. I'm like, this is strange. It's like, but I'm like, you know, whatever.
I mean,
That's your mama. I ain't policing this.
I've seen it happen too.
It looked
though.
like she was lurking. All right, like she was trying to find a young man to
yam
get
that
up
in?
in that, and I was like,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, shout out.
Yeah, there is. We're all
wrong
underage.
with that.
we were all
Tons.
kids.
Oh, you're saying like
Tons.
y'all were teenagers.
Yes, I was 15.
Oh,
I wasn't ready to
No,
be
yeah,
drinking.
that's
I mean, I was drinking because I felt like I was ready, but technically I wasn't of age.
man was smoking weed since he was like 2 years old. What the fuck?
It's
the guy
nothing
come
to brag
drinking?
about. I was smoking since I was 12, and it's
I was
nothing
being
to brag
exaggerating.
about.
I was exaggerating on the
So,
2 years
not
old.
the best
Obviously, I'm
thing.
just saying like alcohol is whatever. But I don't
It's the
think
gateway drug, okay, Tony? You don't remember
I don't-
D.A.R.E?
that shit with the fucking lion.
Yeah, that shit made it so lame to not do drugs.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't do drugs.
It was interesting. They would bring mad drugs to school. Be like, look, kids, this is crack. Look at this. This is cocaine. Look at this. I remember one time, yo, I'm not even gonna say who because it might be embarrassed. But one of my good friends, yo, they sniffed the hell out of something that they brought in. Yo, the dude he said he got a headache like crazy. Like, boom, he just got hit with a high and he was ruined for the whole weekend. I'm like, bro, these D.A.R.E people just destroyed my friend. They probably got this guy hooked on drugs for the rest of his life. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. They didn't know what they were doing.
They dead ass were bringing actual crack rocks into classrooms.
Yo, back then it was the Wild West in school, bro.
I wonder if this only happened in the ghetto. like you're thinking those all them white schools that were bringing crack rocks saying, yo, this is crack. The crack is whack.
I think you were able to sniff it, to smell it. That's beast.
Smell it.
That's crazy. Yeah, times is very different now. Like,
Yeah.
that shit would not fly.